bruise.
Yeah, well.
But he's recovering nicely.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
As always.
Well, last round we had Lantern Control versus Jeskai Breach, resulting in a lot of permanence and handshake 10 minutes before the end of the round.
And the win going for Jeskai Breach.
Yeah, without breaching,
Yes.
but burning.
Yeah.
Burning the opponent and outgrinding him with Nahiri, who ended up at, if I was correct, 20 loyalty counters in the end. The third-
16. Well.
No, he had 3 dice at 6.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then I think he plussed it one more time and it was over. The players are deciding who goes first. And we will fill up the screen with the names and the decks as soon as we get those. So we have had the pleasure to see the one Lantern player on camera and the one
I see
Jeskai Breach
Liliana, I see Bob,
This is a
am
Grixis.
assuming, Grixis or John like
No,
deck.
it's Junt because
Yeah.
there is a...
Thank you, Timmy. We see on the right it's Bart Boudewijn, I think, and left is Alexander van Riel. And yes, we have the Bloodbraid Elf on the left side, and it is Junt.
Like this.
We see.
And on the other side, can I have the name please?
Yes. And on the other side with Bart,
Alexander
we
van
see, it's a Grixis Dead Shadow. So this can be a very interesting matchup, I think. I think Junt will have some more control, but the Dead Shadow deck from Bart can go off any second. We have on the backup table, we have Michael Wouters. That's also interesting.
He had a first round bye. In the meantime, players have started, and the die is off screen again. I guess the Dead Shadow is at 18.
No,
Street
Bart
rate.
Boudewijn is on the right side.
Okay. Well,
But he's playing Grixis Dead Shadow, so the
he already
names of the
street
dead
rated
is correct.
and shocked himself a few times.
Yeah, should I ask for the white dice so that we can follow the live?
Yeah, that's okay, no problem. In the meantime, the first turns have passed. We have a Tassiger, the Golden Fang in play. After delving his whole graveyard from Thought Scouring, Street Rating, Fatal Push was milled and a land. He fetched Shocked and Shocked, so I'm guessing he's at 13 live already. And he Thought Scours himself again, so I'm guessing that the Dead Shadow player is at 13 live. There we go, confirmation instantly that I was correct. The Dark Confidant has hit play on the Junt player side, so Alexander van Riel can be grinding out his card advantage, but will it be in time before threats like a huge Dead Shadow will start being deployed? 4 damage has been done by Tassiger, the Golden Fang. Now, I didn't see the flip from the Dark Confidant, I'm afraid, but I guess there was a Liliana or not. Inquisition of Koselek. He has to show his opponent's hand. You see a Dreadbore, Snapcaster, Timur Battle Rage Colagan's Command. Think a Stubborn Denial? I'm guessing. Main deck Stubborn Denial.
Did you saw the Hand of God?
Yeah, and it was exactly as I said. I think he's at 13. So yeah, that's a Stubborn Denial, Timur Battle Rage, Colagan's Command, Snapcaster, Dreadbore, and an old school Opt, I believe.
The Timur Battle Rage is the biggest factor in this game, I think, because it can go out of control really fast.
Thank you, Tom. You want me to write that's Haddo? Or is it okay if I leave it like this? Anyway, he has chosen to get rid of the Snapcaster Mage.
Yeah, understand.
He's following up with a Thoughtseize. He wants another treat of his opponent's hand gone.
And he takes it's the Teamer or the other one.
The Stubborn Denial is gone.
I understand that.
So, yeah, Bronze 5 LP 0. You're correct, he took both of them in one turn. He's gonna hit in with the Dark Confident, I presume.
Oh, I think at some moment we need to switch to the Beckham game.
We have a 5-color Humans deck versus the
For
blue-black
Hadron
mill.
crap.
Yeah, but it's not the mill deck, it's the Scab Ruinator deck.
Yeah,
I need to figure a name for that.
With Jace Phantasm.
But it's with Scab Ruinator, so it's not really the mill deck.
Yeah,
it's a combo deck.
It
though.
has Hadron crap. I know.
Yeah, I know. I was looking through the list because I really wanted to know what the blue-black something was that the monkey had chosen as a title description for that deck. And I thought it was the mill deck at first as well, but it isn't. He played it before here and on camera, and I had the same problem. I still don't know the name. So, anyone in the chat, it's like a blue-black mill deck with Hedron Crabs and Jace's Phantasms, but he also plays Scab Ruinators and so on. So I don't understand the title.
It's 10-9 currently, and there's
Dreadbore.
Dreadbore, indeed. And there comes the Dead Shadow, currently 4-4. But that will go fast enough because he now has 8 power on the table. If he shocks himself...
His opponent does have a Liliana of the Veil, but he has a lot of lands. It looks like he's flooding. Is he taking 2 damage from a shock land? Okay. It's not a good position.
And he has the man land left.
Fatal Push.
Yeah.
For the Dead Shadow, and now he can Liliana Edict away. So he's perfect. He's okay now. Yeah. The Dreadbore is gone as well, so the Liliana is safe. Dreadbore
can destroy a planeswalker.
I think it's one off in his... No, 2. He's playing 2, so...
That's a good call, I think, but Bart, he's also one of the judges normally at our events, and he tends to play some funky combinations in his deck. That's why we also see 4 ops.
Here we go, Value Town, not from a Bloodbraid Elf, but indeed Kolaghan's commanding back.
I did saw a couple of Bloodbraid Elves when I was walking through the room. 3 on one side of the table, which is always fun.
And 0 Jaces on the other side.
I prefer a Bloodbraid Elf and then following up with...
Kolaghan's command?
No, Guided Passage. Guided Passage, I mean, hello?
Bush Lily, great.
Oh,
and
even better, you're delivering me food. Thank you, Evo.
Yeah. In the meantime, opponent fetches down to 7. So Alexander Riel is at 7. Lost a Liliana because of the 2 damage from Kolaghan's command being redirected, and now is gonna play the Raging Ravine with a counter. Is gonna hit.
Can you bring that on top?
Yeah, I will show it. I'll adjust the live first. There we go, and the Raging Ravine. Very potent in this matchup, to be honest.
Yeah.
Can only be answered by, let me guess.
So it's a 3/3. No. Can you put it on the screen?
Yeah.
It's a 3/3 creature that when it attacks, it puts a 1/1 counter on it, but that counter stays. So the next time it attacks,
it's a 4.
It's a
5/5 already because of 4/4. Yeah.
It's a very strong man.
And at this point, both players low on life. Looking at the list.
Okay.
But for Dead Shadow, that's not a problem.
No, I was going to say Bart Boudewijn only needs to take 1 more hit from Raging Ravine, but forgot his name for a moment.
Alexander Van Riel?
No.
Tassiger the Golden Fang.
Yeah, Tassiger. Will die if he tries to chump block with Raging Ravine still active.
Yeah. And he has no real answers. Fatal Push, but I think he already used 1. I'm not sure. No, it was Fatal Push from Alexander Van Riel. Yeah. So he has 2 Fatal Pushes in his deck. And Fatal Push has a claw, not the clause, it's a non-land creature. It can destroy land creatures.
There comes the first one.
And let's have a look.
Bloodbraid Elf, I see it in his hands. Problem is, Alexander can't risk a thing because one Timor Battle Rage and it's over.
And it's still in hand because he didn't take
There
it.
goes the Bloodbraid, first of the day.
Yep, and it's an ugly one. He gets an extra blocker. That might help. He can get rid of a dead shadow. He has a green mana
And
open.
he can gain life.
So he's pretty good. He's in a good seat. Bart goes down to 4, so he's had enough damage done to himself.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, he will maybe... What's he gonna deploy here, or does he have another... Did you see his hand, Robert? Any?
No, sure.
No problem. We will have to wait what the play is gonna be. Another Snapcaster.
Yeah.
Targeting
And
Opt.
blue. Is that opt? That's the old
That's
opt.
old opt.
Yeah.
So now he has 2 blockers against 3 creatures. So we'll leave it on top and draw it instantly. And I don't know. 3-2 and a 3-3 and a 5-5. So the 5-5 will get jumped by a Snapcaster probably.
Mm-hmm.
The 3-2 will be blocked by the Tessiger. Or the 3-3 Ooze because he can still eat the dead shadow. Opt. Dead shadow. That's a good draw. That's a very good draw. Yeah. That's gonna stabilize him completely. So
Yep.
now it's back. Yeah.
But don't forget, you say that 5-5, but he needs to activate that with 4 mana.
Yeah,
So
but
that
he still
means
has
he-
1 open for the Ooze.
Yeah. But yeah.
We would like to thank the 51 viewers we have at the moment. I hope you're having a good time. Bloodbraid Elf blocks Tessiger here. Gets bolted for its trouble. And he's gonna Timur Battle Rage.
Can you get the Timor Battle Rage on the screen?
Yeah. It's over. It's 1-0 for Bart. What happened there is that he managed to deploy lethal damage with the trample that it gives.
No, the
Or
double strike.
the double strike it gives. But yeah, it also has trample because Tessiger has power 4, so double strike trample. It's a trample that actually killed the opponent. So yeah, that was a lot faster than last round.
Well, he bolted the Bloodbraid, but actually he could have just bolted on his face and just let the trample damage come through.
Yeah, but yeah, there must be some play. You wanted to see this, so we'll get it on screen. It's the backup match. On the right hand side, we have Michael Wouters,
Yeah.
playing your 5-color human tribal deck.
Yeah.
On the left hand side, we
The
have
humans.
Cheryl Maas, I'm guessing,
Yep.
and he's playing the blue-black something deck.
Yep.
It's full of Hedron Crab, mill effects, Jace's Phantasm taking advantage of that, Scam
But-
Ruinators, and he has Aether Vials to get Scam Ruinators in play.
But they're currently sideboarding,
As
so
well.
it might be interesting to just switch back to the main game and we'll see.
See how it goes over there.
Yeah.
Hopefully that Shadow can easily go to 2-0, so we can get a look at the backup match for the first time today,
Yeah.
because all other games were done. Sideboarding. I'll give you the paper from Alexander van Riel.
Yeah.
What do you see? What do you like?
I see Fulminating Mage is not very useful. Hazaret the Fervent. That can be very interesting.
Amon Cat, 5-4 haste.
Um,
Indestructible.
yeah, and
Cannot
it
attack
can.
if you have more than 1 card in hand.
Yeah, and it can discard to do
Shock.
2 damage. But
Shock.
well, yeah, it won't do a lot against
That
the creatures, but it can give permanent shock value base,
Yeah.
which he can't easily destroy. We see Kitchen Finks Probably those things coming in. Gravedigger's Cage, I'm not sure. Grim Lava Mans is mostly against creature decks. Maybe a Surgical Extraction, but definitely that extra Fatal Push. We also see a Collective Brutality, so for that extra Drain Life, that can be interesting, or getting that Temur Battle Rage out of Bart's hand.
Well, he did just that, I think.
Yeah.
He threw in the kitchen things.
Yeah.
He did board in a Fatal Push very fast, and I think the fourth one was the Surgical, as you just mentioned. Went straight past all the Fulminator mages.
I see he doesn't... He has 3 Raging Ravines,
Yeah.
3 and 2 treetop villages,
Man
5
lands.
manlands.
Mhm.
That's a lot, and I think those things come into play tapped, so you will have a bit of a tempo loss when you play them. But I think
Does
this
he have
deck
a lot of turn
can
1
handle.
plays? Inquisition Thoughtseize, and that's it?
Yeah.
He has no other turn 1 plays.
No.
So,
Well, yeah, Fatal Push and Lightning Bolt.
yeah, Lightning Bolt against this deck.
Where's the Death Rite? Oh wait, this is modern.
No 1 mana Planeswalkers, please.
No.
Boudewijn has also 3 Fulminator mages. If he picks up on 5 manlands, they might be a good idea. 3 Nile Spell Bombs. Don't seem those being extremely good in the matchup. 2
Yeah, the
Ceremonies
Nile
which-
Spell Bombs is good against the Tarmogoyfs.
Ah. How
Yes,
many-
of course, Jund plays a full set of 4
Yeah,
Tarmogoyfs.
okay. But only you play so many bigger threats yourself, and Fatal Push, and
Yeah, but
Dreadbore
it gives you a
and-
draw at a point which they cannot easily react to.
well, he also has Kozilek's Return, which
Yeah.
also takes care of the Tarmogoyfs. Liliana.
Kozilek's
and
Return
Fatal
doesn't
Push.
really take care of the Tarmogoyf. It's
No?
only 2 damage to every creature. It's colorless damage, but if the creature dies, it's exiled, I think.
Yeah, so it has Star Confidence and non-pumped oozes and Bloodbraid Elves as targets.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
It only doesn't hit the Tarmogoyfs, like I said.
Yeah.
But everything else it hits and exiles,
Yeah,
which
indeed.
is pretty good.
Can you put on the chat
I
just to see that we're not missing any
Nope.
brilliant comments of our viewers?
Anyway, Ceremonious Rejection, no.
Mhm.
Liliana of the Veil, maybe. Collective Brutality might be good as well. But extra Fatal Pushes will be awesome.
Absolutely.
So let's see what the game brings.
I think they're at 15,
Yeah.
15 versus 20.
We had a Thoughtseize taking out a Thoughtseize. That's good play against the Dead Shadow deck.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a
that's
very
true.
good play against the Dead Shadow deck. They don't know your hand. They can do their damage to themselves. And he
Second
plays a
level
Bob.
magic.
And he plays a Bob.
And he goes to
17, of course.
Why is that, Chucky? Can you explain, please?
Because he wants to get active Dead Shadows as fast as possible.
And that shadows only get active when you're below 13 life.
Yes.
You can, for example, play a Dead Shadow when you're at 13 life or above, and afterwards play a 1 mana costed Bone Picker.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Do you know Bone Picker?
No.
Get it on the screen. It's too funky. I would play it.
Is it
I
like
am
on
playing
Pixelus,
it.
Bones, and then the last name Picker?
Yeah, it's separate words.
Really?
Yes.
Thank God I asked. Oh, it's one of the new cards.
So
Yeah,
it's a Delver with that touch, but with 2 mana and
an active Delver with that touch.
yeah. you
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
funny.
So with 2 black mana, you can play a Dead Shadow, and it turns suddenly into a Dark Ritual, and gets a Bone Picker. Very fun to play.
Yeah. In the meantime, Thought Scour was played, and
Inquisition, the new art.
and a Bolt
We
went
see,
to the Dark Confidant.
yeah, Apex, the Snapcaster, understandable, but we also have the Deadbore and the
Dreadbore,
Fatal Push.
Yeah. Well, life totals are pretty even still.
Yeah,
No,
they're just
see a Liliana of the Veil, Maelstrom Pulse in hand for Alexander.
that's good.
I can't
Since
really see
Bart,
Bart. Yeah.
Bart doesn't really have any haste creatures, so dropping a Liliana would be a good move here, I think. But I'm not sure.
Tom Neva has a good comment for you, Robert. Maybe you can let your bridges from below. Anyway, in the meantime, land drops are made. Fetches have been done unshocked. And here comes Lily? I'm guessing Lily? Oh no, Kitchen Finks.
Yes.
3-2, immediate life gain, back up to 15. And a persistent threat against non-teamer battle rage trampling creatures.
Indeed.
Another land drop. I think Bart is flooding a bit because he really doesn't need this many lands in play. I see multiples of the same spell in the graveyard as well, which makes it awkward. He's not shocking. Not shocking.
Yeah.
He has no threat. His opponent does have a threat, so here we go. Swamp. Island. Okay.
Most powerful card in Magic.
Brainstorm.
No, islands.
Kitchen things.
Can we quickly go to the backup table just to check?
I'll have a check. I'll leave it on the front table.
Yeah. Okay.
Tessiger comes down again on the main match, delving away the lands, a Thoughtseize, and Bart's deciding this a Bolt. So, yeah. And he passes the turn back. The backup match is in full swing. We'll just go back to the main match and we'll see what happens. There first. Lily comes down. That's bad news for Tessiger.
Bye bye, Tessiger.
I want you to sacrifice Tessiger. You can choose which creature, but I want it to be Tessiger.
Yes. Wave your undead arm.
Yes.
Well, I don't think Tessiger is undead, but...
He's a snake-like human.
Yeah, like our snake kitten from before.
No, cat, snake, cobra, yeah. Siperopado, or what was it? Here we go. Old school opt.
Yeah, the only opt. Who wants
and
pirate
gets
with...
another bolt. That's the third bolt this game. The opt might go to the graveyard soon. Thank you, Bart. They can't hear us, I hope.
Yeah.
We are pretty noisy, so... but, Dreadboard takes care of Liliana. He knew that was coming. And passes the turn. He is really flooding.
It's a good main deck card, Dreadboard.
Have you seen how many lands he has played and put in the graveyard and delved away already? He's really flooding out. What's this? 4 mana. Is that Hazoret the Fervent? I do believe.
What's everyone playing in Modern? I'm doing 5 Moon Tempo.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. Hazoret.
I told you he was going to bring it in.
Hazoret.
It's just too good.
Yeah, and he wants his hand empty, so...
Yeah. And not only his hand
empty... It's a pretty big hit. It's 8 damage, so it's 2 turn clock. I hope Bart can get something going.
He can bolt this, it will come back, and it has a -1/-1 counter
and
on
then
it.
if Fatal pushes it, the other one, because of land. No, it's indestructible.
It's indestructible and it costs 4 mana, 3 colorless in a red.
Doesn't matter, you had Revolt, you fetch it.
Yeah, sure.
But,
push is so overpowered.
Yeah. So at the moment, 17 life for Alexander van Riel. I don't know exactly how much life Bart is at, but yeah, the game's over. I think he flooded out way too much there.
Now we can quickly skip to the backup game while they're shuffling and restarting, just as a quick peek. And now they're shuffling as well. Are they timing on each other or what is it?
Yeah, they're just trying to mess with you, Raus.
Probably. What's up with the camera's quality? Hates rain, Bonza. Yeah, that's possible. Wait. Stone Rain and Molten Rain then. Yeah. In Legacy you can play Ice Storm.
We have zero. We have zero. And Thermokarst.
Yes.
And we have zero Panza players today.
No.
Zero. Let's have a look. Here it is. That's the current metagame that we're looking at for those interested. And in the other department there is no Panza players either. So yeah. We'll show this again later on.
Yeah.
Because the players are starting up again.
There we go.
Third one, Inquisition.
And now we see Fatal Push, Snapcaster, and again too many lands for Bart. And he
Why
kept
is
that.
he keeping this? Yeah.
5 lands. Maybe he thinks, yeah, I'll draw into new shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
And some fetch lands. Yeah, he can use his fetch lands. Normally, but this is Magic. You'll draw your business spells later on, and maybe he kept that hand just to be discard proof. I don't know.
Well, the chat's going on.
Bloodbraid prices are too high. Yeah, they went up, but
They will stabilize lower.
I bought the new ones. I think for 4 or 5 euros. I wanted Chinese ones, and I waited a bit too long, and then suddenly they were 4 or 5 euros. But I sold my other ones, I think, for 3 or 4 euro a piece, because I like the new art. Some
Maybe
people don't.
he plays a Jace quick and gets rid of those lands and then fetches like in Legacy. Maybe that's.
He draws a brainstorm. Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, a brainstorm. A Jace maybe. He plays no Jace.
Good to hear,
Sad
Pope.
day.
Good to hear, because we didn't see any camera issues here at the moment. It's not the best of the best, but we try to provide clear images with the cards very visible.
It's not the camera that's tripping, but maybe one of our viewers who is also commenting in the chat that is tripping. That is also a possibility.
Here we go. In the meantime, the die is still off the screen, so I can't see it.
Yeah.
It can be anywhere between 1 and 20.
And no
It's that
9,
shadow.
10 and 15. That's what we can see.
You
But,
can see that,
Yeah,
can you?
the backup is done. And Timmy
Oh.
will easily push that white die on the main table a bit closer,
Yes.
because they
Yeah.
moved it again.
Yeah,
Thank
off
you a
screen.
lot, Timmy.
In the meantime, Scooz is back. Good to hear, Pope. Good to hear. Yeah, the problem is the lighting on the both cameras are different because it's underneath a tent that covers. Yeah, the lighting isn't perfect. Let's just hold it at that.
Mhm.
And this is at the moment the best we can do because it comes in from a strange angle on the table, and they're sitting next to each other, so it's the same table. But yeah, we try. Thank you.
Just there, the
Fulminator
Fulminator
Mage.
Mages
Yeah.
came in.
Yeah, but not on a manland.
No.
The Scooz bit the dust some way, somehow. I don't see where.
Oh yeah, it was
Snapcaster Fatal
Alexander
pushed.
that also had 4 Fulminator Mages.
Yeah, but the Snapcaster
Yeah.
killed it with a fatal push on the flashback.
I think Bart is
In the driver's
looking
seat
good.
with his 5 land opener.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not even gonna shock himself. Here we
Nope.
go. Ambush Viper, beatdown.
And if
Another.
our stream monkey listened to us, he will push that white tie a bit more in the camera so we can see it again.
But I don't think it's very useful at the moment because Bart is definitely in the driver's seat. His opponent is on one land.
There, you see, Timmy was a hand model once.
And is it 14? There we go.
14, well, yeah, Shocklands.
Another fetch, another shock.
To 11.
Yeah, now
Let's
he's
crank
confident.
it up to 11.
He's confident. I like the pun there. Great movie.
Absolutely.
Anyway, who knows what movie we're talking about? Put it in the chat. Let's crank it up to 11. Another ambush viper hit. Knocks Alexander
He
down
goes
to 8
to-
and here we
yeah.
go.
Top.
Anyway,
We see the Dead Shadow at 2 currently.
one dead shadow got fatal pushed. The other one always discarding to hand size. Maybe you should have kept the 5 land opener. Like Bart, who's now at 8 lands or something. What the heck do we know about this? Huh?
Yeah.
I think he's gonna shock. I'm gonna guess. No, he's not gonna shock.
No, why would he?
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, he could.
Because if he loses one threat, he's not.
I think he can't anymore. Wait, he has 2 steam events. No, he should be able to do it. I'm checking. He has 2 watery graves, 2 steam events, and a blood crypt.
They're all they're all in play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he couldn't.
I think his opponent just showed a hand.
Yeah.
Like, I can't play Magic with only one land. You destroyed one of mine.
And he had a collective brutality just to
So-
drain him. So.
There we go. Back Boudewijn. Taking it down.
And the backup table was also done. So.
Yeah. I'm just going to show our faces again. Here we come. Welcome back, everybody. At least it was a lot more exciting. We got to see 3 games. No
Yeah.
backup match. I know. There. No backup match, I'm afraid. But
With
at
run
least
crap.
3 fun, intensive games.
True.
The land screw and the last game was a little
Yeah.
less, of course. But yeah, his opponent kept a 5 land opener with Dead Shadow.
Yeah, and the
We
full
questioned
night
him.
image.
We are the fools.
Yeah, indeed.
So we managed to actually get the win out.